Okay, we're back with Alabama whiskey.
Bama.
Bama! And,
Sound you make when you drink it.
yeah, Bama! I will say, I went to the website, and I freaking love it. I love it. Yeah. And I read a bunch of reviews of people who are ranting about, the over-commercialization of whiskey story more important than craft. And my thought to those people is...
Bama!
Screw you. Bama. Because what we teach at the whiskey school is story is always more important than fact. Mm-hmm. And if you don't have interesting facts, then you make some up.
This is actually apple juice.
Yeah, is it apple juice?
No. But a good story would make it whiskey.
Yeah, right. Let's see.
This,
That's just a classic bourbon.
Yeah, it's a light, it's not overwhelming, it's not strong. I'm trying to...
So, the story is that Clyde Mays has been making whiskey illegally for a long time, even went to prison for it. And one of my favorite lines is, why is it small batch? This is from the website. Why is it small batch? It's because it's easier to hide from the authorities. That is my kind of marketing, baby.
So the opposite of compliance.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. And then they have a whole thing that says a legal whiskey distillery.
that reminds me of your friends.
Yeah. Oh, so Gene of Tuliev. So Gene of Tuliev, if you could see to my right, your left, or actually maybe your right, if you're watching it in a mirror. This is partially named. This whole vault is partially named.
I could tilt it.
That's too complicated.
Not worth it.
This whole vault is named half after John Groom, who helped to finance the building of the room, and half after Gene of Tuliev, who, as Russian as that sounds, who helped finance the build out of the actual whiskey room.
Beard like Gandalf.
Yeah, the beard I've been trying to grow my whole life.
Beard like a hobbit?
Never came close. Yeah.
You go from hobbit to Gandalf.
Yeah, he's the Gandalf. But he has one of the best business cards ever created in the history of business cards. The first time I met him, someday maybe I'll tell the story, because it's awesome. Mm. But the first time I met him, he handed me a business card. It said Gene of Tuliev on the front, and that's it. And you flip it over on the back, it says, a legitimate businessman. And it took me 2 years of knowing Gene before I figured out what he did for a living. And I'm still not entirely clear.
I've had business conversations with him. I don't know what he does.
Yeah. There's no need.
Yeah.
Right? But that reminds me of this one. Clyde Mays, a legitimate whiskey distillery.
So this
there's a note that says, and I don't know that this is a legal thing,
right?
But Alabama-style whiskey evidently is putting green apples in with the barrel when you're aging your whiskey. And I have a...
I'm not getting green apples.
No,
I'm getting...
No, but he's not doing it in this one.
Okay.
I have the bottle.
I am enjoying this. As somebody who has had an evolving relationship with bourbon being the one that's just relaxing, comforting, settle in. It's not a taste adventure.
It's down in my office. So there is a Clyde Mays that I think uses the more traditional apple.
Drink that.
This one is his version of straight bourbon. Mm-hmm. No weird Alabama apple action.
A very bourbon-y bourbon. How is it that funny? That's not that funny. This is as bourbon gets. You have had way too much to drink.
No, that's just very scientific.
This is mine.
Yeah, what do you think about that wine? Well, it's very grapey.
I'll be tasting this.
It's very grapey. That wine.
No, look.
Yeah.
In terms of if I was going to pick a bourbon that I thought was the quintessential bourbon, okay, I would feel tempted to choose this one because I feel like
let's get a quintessential bourbon.
Okay, because I feel like this very much represents what a bourbon is. It's got all the bourbon-y flavors.
All right.
Bourbon-y. That became a word just now.
We're going to put him up against the budget line Old Granddad. But that's high rise, so maybe we shouldn't.
No, I said quintessential. You came back with the Old Granddad. All right, I'm saying Clyde Mays. You're saying whatever you pull off the shelf. And I will be the judge of who's right.
What about... Don't pour more while I'm gone this time.
Rude.
Yeah, that's it.
That's
your wife talking just now.
Rude.
You
have to say it without the D. It's Rue.
Rude. All right, Buffalo Trace. We're just gonna go Buffalo Trace.
I think I owe you a bottle of that, by the way.
Yeah, you totally do owe me a bottle of Buffalo Trace.
Yeah.
Okay, so no, this one's got more rye, I think.
Give it up.
It does. It does have more rye. I don't know what his mash bill is, but there's more rye smell in the whiskey. Maybe I should have used Old Granddad.
I'm right. More bourbon-y bourbon. You know why? Because he suffered for his art.
Oh yeah,
He went
and
to jail.
all bourbon. He's like the Duke boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, weehaw! Little did the Duke boys know right about them is when they were regretting their decision.
Go to jail, come right back out, and do the same thing.
and
Put
he-
you there.
which he did. All right, that's Buffalo. Picking up Clyde Mays.
Yeah. For just a sit down, relax, settle in, piece of straw in the mouth.
Smoother. It's smoother than the Buffalo.
Maybe some overalls.
Do you own overalls?
Some shit kicking boots.
Well, I got shaking and boots. I don't have any overalls.
I don't know. Who owns overalls?
Somebody, evidently. Because they have them for sale everywhere, and somebody must be buying them.
Yeah.
And on that note, you can only wear overalls if you have no shirt.
Right. Yeah.
So on that note, may your crazy stay this side of legal and non-overalled, and may you return to us before we have time to miss you.
Critical.
Cheers.